Sometimes you gotta stay in, and you know where I live. Yeah, you know what we is. Sometimes you gotta stay in, and welcome to my house. Baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go. Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud. Show me what you do now. We don't have to go. Welcome to my house. Welcome to my house. Morning comes and you know what you wanna say. What's the plan is to take the time has changed. Keep the clothes on the floor, open up.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of DCA Wildcats. This is episode 189. This is the final episode before Death and Defiance. This is D-Wall here with you once again on commentary. And tonight we conclude the quarterfinals of the Road to Glory tournament. Tonight we will find out the 4 women who will be going to Death and Defiance to compete in the semifinals of the Road to Glory tournament. And in our main event, Trixie Decker will go one-on-one with Veronica Domino in a quarterfinal match. That is going to be a huge one to be certain. But we also have some big matches in store tonight, including the match that everybody's been spamming my comment section over for the last few months. Jamie Fury, Celeste Amir, that's going down tonight. So you have no excuse to not stick around and watch, because we got a big show for you. And we're not going to waste any time. We're not going to waste your time with promo packages or promos, period. We're going to get right into the action. And speaking of which, this woman is quickly becoming one of the most controversial women, not only in the locker room, but in virtual wrestling as a whole. Everyone has an opinion on her, whether you love her or hate her. People have an opinion on this new attitude of the Mad Queen. And the fact of the matter is, no matter what you say about Ovana and her methods and the way she's going about doing things, she's controversially been successful. She has been taking out women left and right for some reason. And I don't know why. I don't know. I honestly don't. I wish I could tell you folks, but I really don't. She keeps her cards close to the vest, if you will. She keeps herself isolated from the rest of the locker room. She does not have the same locker room as everybody else. She has her own locker room now that she paid for, her own paid locker room that's as far away from the other locker rooms as it possibly can be. She says that time will reveal itself. The truth will reveal itself in time. And that she's the one that holds those cards. She's the one that has the clock in her hands that controls that time. And I don't know. Again, I'm not the one with all the answers to the questions. I don't know what's going on, but all I do know is that tonight Ovana has an opportunity to move on to the semifinals of the Road to Glory tournament. But to do that, she's got to face a former Fever champion in her own right. Ovana, of course, a former Fever and Wildcats champion, as well as a tag team champion. She is a triple crowner here in DCA. She's done it all. She's been successful more than a lot of people on this roster have been, and that's something you can't take away from her, no matter how much you might despise her actions. But tonight she's going up against a woman who's also been successful in her own right. A former Fever champion, a former Queens of Wrestling Joshi champion, and a former Queens of Wrestling champion in the Miracle Butterfly, Ayumi Otanashi. But the one thing Otanashi has not had, there's a couple of things she hasn't had. She hasn't been tag team champion. She hasn't been Goddess champion. And she hasn't been Wildcats champion. She gets to the semifinals. She has an opportunity at all three of those. But you know Ayumi wants more than anything to be the DCA Wildcats champion. She has never had a one-on-one match. I don't believe she's ever had a match one-on-one for that title ever in her career here in DCA. And that would be something she could notch off her bucket list. But she's got somebody that's been on an absolute roll to take out in Ovana. Ayumi, one of the most popular women, and has always been one of the most popular women on the roster. Last episode, she knocked off Sakura Hagiwara to get to this point in a really great match, I should say. Here we go, 15-minute time limit. The bell rings. And as I've been saying for all these tournament matches, 15-minute time limit for each match except for the finals, which will have no time limit. That finals will take place at Death and Defiance coming up in a few days' time. And Ovana's not going to be able to play mind games with Ayumi, I don't believe. Ayumi's not the type to have those mind games play with her. And I don't think Ovana's going to win a striking match with Ayumi either. We already know some of the matches that are going to be taking place at Death and Defiance as Ovana avoids that knee strike and gets out of the ring quickly. At Death and Defiance, wow, drop kick by Ayumi. It's going to be, speaking of Ovana, this match was made on social media. It's going to be Nicole, Natasha, and Sakura Hagiwara teaming up to take on Ovana and Amy Lynn. And Ovana has dubbed this new team of hers the Looking Glass. And that's going to be a match that will take place at Death and Defiance. Also, we will hear for the first time since Prestige 5 from Destiny Williams. We don't know what her status is. We don't know what she's planning, but she will be live in attendance and live in the ring with a live microphone in her hand, and that's always a dangerous thing. Cover, only a 1 count. Of course, Destiny won that brutal last woman standing match with Daisy Johnson. She won that brutal last woman standing match with the Quake, Daisy Johnson, at Prestige, that earned her a title match for any title she chooses at any time. But the problem with that is we don't know if Destiny's even going to wrestle again, because that knee was targeted through that match was at least 50 minutes. and her knee was targeted for a good 45 of them. Cover, only a 2 count by Ovan on to Ayumi there. So maybe what's going to happen at Death and Defiance will determine the future of that shot she has. But also, speaking of shots, 3 other titles actually will be on the line at Death and Defiance. Paradigm, Bailey LaRoe and Lexi Sakona will challenge the Succubus Club, Betsy Chairshot and Trixie Decker for the tag team titles. Nice belly-to-belly suplex by Ovana. We also know that Abby Thorne will challenge Sin for the Fever Championship. And we also know that, of course, the main event will be Devataki defending the Wildcats Championship against Aubrey Williams, a 2.5 there by Ovana. And we will hear from Aubrey tonight. For the first time in a long time, we will hear from the Psycho Angel tonight. Now, another neck breaker. Ovana's been in firm control through a good portion of this match so far. 2, no. And I think that's because she's been able to ground Ayumi, make sure she doesn't fly around the ring. And that's a smart suggestion. That's a smart move if you're Ovana. Ovana is not an idiot. She's just been more cold and calculating for the last couple of months since she returned. She's taken out Nicole. She's taken out Danny Gibbons. We haven't seen her since she got brutally assaulted. And she took out Sakura, or at least Amy Lynn took Sakura out at the behest, seemingly, of Ovana. And we don't know why these women who, as far as I know, have no connection to Ovana whatsoever, have been assaulted at these points of interest to Ovana, but they have been. And now it's going to seemingly culminate at Death and Defiance with this tag team match. And all 4 women have never teamed up before, so it's going to be a very interesting scenario going down at Death and Defiance. But the one thing that Nicole and Sakura both agree on is the fact that they do not like Ovana right now. And a lot of people in the locker room and a lot of people in the fandom don't like Sakura either. Don't like Ovana either, I'm sorry. 2 count. Is now with a backdrop suplex, nicely done by Ayumi. But Ovana quickly right back in control. It's going to be a big night at Death and Defiance, folks. A big night at Shift as well. That's coming up in a few days as well. For the takedown side is now, look at this, Ovana running in with a Hurricane Rana to the floor. And that's something that a lot of people forget. Or maybe they don't forget. It's just the fact that they don't like the attitude, but they can respect the talent. And that's exactly what Ovana has, is talent. She's one of the most gifted athletes the Wildcats division's ever seen. But her recent actions have mullied that fact. There's a kick to the mouth. And Ayumi is right in the driver's seat again. But she's got to get Ovana back inside the ring before the count of 10. If both women are counted out, if both women are unable to get a decision in these next 8 minutes and 5 seconds, both women are out. And that would mean that the next match in this tournament would go, the winner would go straight to the finals. What a butterfly. It really was more like a tiger driver, honestly. It was a tiger driver there. And now, Ovana again catching her with his belly to belly. Ovana has incorporated a whole lot more into her arsenal since she returned. As now, look at this. flying over the ropes. Ivana's incorporated a lot more suplexes, a lot more ground-based moves into her arsenal as well since she returned to DCA with this new attitude about her. She has evolved, and some people like it, some people don't. Everyone's got an opinion on her, and maybe that's what she wants. She may not listen, she may not, or well, rather, let me take that back. She may listen, but she may not care. But at the same time, you know she deep down, she's got a wicked smile on her face from all the people who equally love and hate her now. And again, she's vaguely given the reasons as to why she is who she is now, but she hasn't outright come out and said anything, and I don't know if we ever will know the reason, as there's a double knee to the face there to counter that. Is now going for a full Nelson, but Ivana counters with a jawbreaker. Off the ropes. She got caught. Knee to the midsection. Striker Sigma 7. Quickly into the cover. The leg is hooked, and no. The winner of this match will face the winner of Ellie Rose and Madison Starr that will take place tonight. And that match ultimately will be at Death and Defiance. And of course we have Celeste Amira and Jamie Fury tonight and the main event. Oh no. The Vertebreaker. She used that on Nicole, and that's what put her out for a few weeks. The leg is hooked, and oh no. I was going to say Ivana advanced, but not just yet. And Ivana is not happy about it. She thought she had the match won. Honestly, I thought she had the match won. And now, no, kick to the midsection. And a Striker Sigma explosion. Completely out of nowhere by Ayumi, but it only gets a 2. And I don't know what it's going to take for one of these women to get the victory here, but it's coming down to the wire. Got almost 4.5 minutes left as Ivana right back in the driver's seat with these clotheslines in the corner. And now a sidewalk slam. And Ivana picking up Ayumi. Oh no. Kick to the midsection. This hasn't changed a bit, except for the impact. Breaking point brainbuster. 2, no. And now Ivana going for something, but Ayumi able to counter, kick to the midsection, forearm spinning her around. And now, this is what I was talking about. She can't match strikes with Ayumi. Ayumi off the middle and into the DDT. Right to the floor. And now Ivana waiting for Ayumi to get up. She knows she's in the driver's seat now. Oh, wait a minute! That's Sakura and that's Amy Lynn backstage. And Ivana's catching this on the monitors, on the big screen here. And the count is still going. Ayumi knocking Ivana off the apron, and it's over. Alvana took her eyes off the ball for half a second, or a few seconds rather. The referee was still counting. By the time she got back on the apron, Ayumi knocked her off the apron. And Ayumi, it's a count-out win, but it's a win nonetheless. And she is moving on to the semifinals, folks. And maybe that's exactly what Sakura intended for. And it wouldn't surprise me one bit if it was Nicole who aired that footage from the production truck while Sakura was laying it into Amy Lynn. Sakura and Nicole get a measure of revenge here tonight on Alvana. But you know for an absolute fact that this business between these four women is far from over, and it's gonna be nasty. Not Twitter, not the Twitter nasty, not the guy on Twitter that makes shit wrestling takes. No, not that nasty. I'm talking about it's gonna be brutal between these four women at Death and Defiance in that tag match. But for Ayumi, she's moving on to the semifinals of the Road to Glory tournament. And meanwhile, this fight is still going on. Amy Lynn and Sakura still fighting backstage. And I don't even think Alvana is awake right now to see it all. Amy Lynn taking it to Sakura. You know Sakura can't be 100%. Her leg was twisted in all sorts of directions by Amy Lynn on the last episode of Wildcats a few days ago. And we don't even know why Amy Lynn decided to join up with Alvana in the first place. But it really doesn't seem to matter to Sakura anymore. She just wants revenge on this woman. Went for a kick, and Sakura able to counter it. I don't even know if these two will even make it to Death and Defiance at this rate. And look at the agility of Amy Lynn. And Amy Lynn, Jesus Christ!
Jones from Jones Good Ass Barbecue and Foot Massage, and I'm proud to announce my new Steph Curry Chicken Playoff Special. It's a whole chicken drenched in a spicy curry sauce. Then I throw it at you from 27 feet away. Splash! Now friends, you may ask yourself, how come we ain't got no LeBron meal? Well, what has LeBron ever done for Toby? At least Steph is out there representing my jingle. LeBron too busy pushing Kia. Hell, I ain't seen a brother get so much attention for a Korean car since Rodney King. And now you can enjoy a spicy curry chicken or family foot rub at home with my new Jones Spicy Curry Barbecue and Foot Rub Chicken Sauce, wherever fine sauces are sold.
Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage.
General Esdeath with a message for Sin, who is preparing for, and rightfully should be preparing for, Abby Thorne at Death and Defiance, because Abby Thorne is on a roll right now. And if Sin is focused on anyone else or anything else, she's going to lose that Fever Championship that she has wanted and now has. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting into our next Road to Glory tournament match. Who will face Ayumi Otanashi at Death and Defiance? We are not wasting any time in finding out, because we're about to find out right now. Is this woman, Ellie Rose, who has been on a mission to win this tournament. She has been on a mission to win the Wildcats title. She's been on a mission to win a singles title here in DCA. And she is only 3 wins away from challenging for the Wildcats title at Gateway to Heaven. But with a bad shoulder, with a bad arm, can she do it? She's got that kinesio tape around her shoulder and down her arm. That is a result of what Abby Thorne did to her in her tournament match with her a few Wildcats episodes ago. And Ellie, it was a miracle Ellie even made it out of that thing in one piece, because Abby was in control for a good chunk of that match. And if Ellie didn't hit the OCD when she did, it was over. And even Ellie herself has to know that she escaped Abby Thorne. And that's why I said Abby Thorne is so dangerous and can take the Fever Championship. And she just might take it from Sin if Sin is focused on anybody else, as Death, anyone else she's got going on in her life right now. If she's focused on anything else, she's losing that belt. And here comes a woman who's also been on a roll. Madison Starr. Former Soul Silver champion, but has never held a title here in DCA. But despite that fact, she's still one of the most popular women in the division. An angel for life, if you will. Madison Starr understands what she's in for right now. She wins this match, she faces Ayumi Otanashi at Death and Defiance. She loses this match, she still has a chance, a random chance, but a chance nonetheless, to be teamed up with someone to go after the tag team champions, whoever they may be. But you know, Madison wants, deep down, to challenge for the Wildcats title like anybody else on this roster would. Like I said before, getting a shot at any other championship is great. It's fine. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing insulting about that. But if you're not here to be the Wildcats champion, if you're not here to challenge for the belt on this roster, then you don't need to be here. And that's what these women right now are fighting for. They're fighting for that match. They're fighting for that championship. Mutual respect between these two, I'm sure. Madison, of course, I think has been in this company for the same amount of time that Ellie Rose has. But the difference between Madison and Ellie is no one was calling for Madison's firing. No one was saying, I'm surprised Madison's still on the roster. They were saying that about Ellie. Ellie was the one who people were saying, I'm surprised you're still here. I'm surprised you haven't quit. I'm surprised they haven't fired you yet. She got all that bad reputation. She got all that bad rap. And last season, she really did a lot to curb those fears that she had about herself when she teamed with her fiance, Envy Price, and became the Wildcats Tag Team Champions. But after that concussion that she suffered at the hands of Elizabeth Ronson, all those fears came rolling back in. And now, ever since she came back at Revelations in April, even then, she still wasn't cleared to compete. She thought she would be, but she wasn't, and now she's back. And now, she herself feels she has a point to prove to herself and to the people who doubt her that she can win a title here in DCA. But with one bad arm, I don't know how logical that is. A knee by Madison taking Ellie Rose down. And now, kicks in the midsection. Brett's rope, most dangerous rope. Going for a classic. As high as Angel's Liz Killer, but it doesn't connect. Ellie with a right hand. By the way, just as a side note, folks, I'm working on it. You don't have to ask me. It's going to happen. Trust me. It will. Double knees to the midsection of Madison Starr. And now Ellie right back in the driver's seat. There's a backbreaker. Quick cover. Only one count. Again, of course, later on tonight, Celeste Amira and Jamie Fury for the first time ever. So you can stop asking me in the comments section about it. And by they, I mean the one person that always does, that always seems to. Armbar by Madison on that bad arm. And Ellie recognizes that and is going right after it. Also tonight, a big tag team match as Natalie Nice and Amaya will team up to take on Paradigm. That's happening tonight, folks. And it's happening mostly because Natalie ran out of donuts in the catering and she wanted a match and she was threatening catering with it. So we gave her a match. Paradigm wanted someone to fight. Put 2 and 2 together, there you go. So we saved catering for another show, folks. I know you're all very excited about that. There's a snap suplex by Ellie. Forearm in the face, but only gets a 1 count. And then, of course, the main event. One half of the Wildcats Tag Team Champions, and one half, as far as I know, of the Succubus Club. Trixie Decker will take on Veronica Domino. And that is a very intriguing match for one particular reason. And if you know Veronica Domino's history, you know exactly what. If you know Veronica Domino's history and you know Trixie's recent history in this past year, you know why that is significant. I'll let you guys figure it out. I might tell you during the match. Madison Starr back in control. She's been working on the arm of Ellie this whole match, which is a smart suggestion because Ellie is not 100%. And Madison, big missile drop kick. Flooring Ellie Rose there. 2 count. Like I said, the winner of this match will face Ayumi Otanashi at Death and Defiance. We will find out the other tournament match later on tonight. The winner of Celeste Amira and Jamie Fury will face the winner of Veronica Domino and Trixie Decker. Cover. 2. No. And then the Death and Defiance card will be finalized after tonight. Then all you got to do is wait a few days, folks. So, Ellie now face buster. And now Ellie's on the rope. And a forearm. Traveling halfway across the ring with that one. Ellie now waiting for Madison, but no, takes her down by that arm. And now Madison, suplex backbreaker. A staple of Madison Starr's offense. Now, another kick to the midsection. Ellie trying to separate for only, if not just for a moment, to relax. And now look at this. Slingshot. Suplex. Not a suplex. No, it is a suplex. No. Yeah, suplex. What am I thinking about? Anyway, while I'm losing my mind on the booth, folks, Madison Starr is back in control. And an alley-oop. And now going after the arms again. Stopping on the bad arm of Ellie. And the more she does that, the less of a chance Ellie has of winning this thing. And Madison knows that. Went for something in the corner. Ellie got out of the way. Big spine buster. 2. She even stacked her up. But doesn't get 3. As now Ellie's on the top rope. I don't know what she's planning. Cross body. But Madison with that power caught her and gave her a scoop slam. And now again, just stomping away. And now more strikes. Ellie to a knee, ducked the drop kick. And now Ellie looking to take advantage of that. Wrestling takedown. And now Ellie back in control. Chop. And another one. You notice she's using her right arm. She is right-handed, but that left arm is going to give her damage, or is going to give her trouble if she tries to go for the OCD. It's now Ellie again going back up. And drops her with the splash. 2. No. Ellie can't afford to get frustrated, especially now. She's got to keep her foot on the gas and figure out a way to beat Madison here. Uh-oh. This teardrop suplex. Very nicely done. As now Ellie sizing Madison up here. I don't know what she's going to be planning for. No. Forearm. And Madison once again just spinning Ellie around in a German suplex with a bridge. Nicely executed, but only gets a 2 count. Now Madison, Ellie rolls run again. Oh, ran right into her right hand. And now look at this backdrop suplex. But Ellie right back up. This is how much it means for Ellie to win this thing. Ellie wants this so much. She's willing to rip her own arm off to get it. Beverly Hills Hangover. 2. No. And now Ellie's waiting for Madison to get up. Look at this neck breaker. Neck breaker floating over. 2. No. And Ellie can't believe it. Ellie now going for the OCD, but Madison spins out in the DDT. Like I said before, I don't think Ellie can hit that move with that bad arm. I really don't think she can. Ellie now sending Madison all the way to the floor. Fans here appreciating these two women's efforts, and oh my goodness. Madison crashing hard into the barricade, and that's exactly, I'm sure, what Ellie wanted. And now Ellie waiting for Madison to get up to her feet. And now Ellie, missile drop kick, but Madison swats her out of the air and a huge uppercut. And now Madison, is she's looking to make Ellie see some stars, but instead gonna take the more cautionary approach and just kick her head in. Right there. And these fans are on their feet, as now she may be looking to let Ellie see some stars here. No! Ellie ducked out of the way. And now Ellie, no autographs, please. Drops her face first into the mat, but again, Madison kicks out. And you gotta wonder if frustration's starting to build on the part of Ellie Rose right now, because she only has a minute and a half left to finish this thing. And now Ellie rolling to the outside. Madison waiting for, and an elbow. Oh my God, that was a brutal elbow. Madison only has a minute, 10 seconds left. She's got to finish this now, and it looks like she's going to try it. Ellie staggering to her feet. Oh no, no, she's spun out of the way again. Ellie, she's got her up. OCD out of nowhere. She was able to hit it, and it's over. Wow. Ellie Rose with a last-ditch effort was able to pull out the win, but what a match, what a performance by both of these women. They pulled out all the stops like I knew they would, and at the end of the day, Ellie Rose is going to Death and Defiance. See, this is why having two shows back to back is sometimes a bad idea, because you get mixed up and all that other stuff. Anyway, here's the ending here. Ellie hit the OCD when she knew she didn't have any other options. She had to sacrifice that arm to do it. But Ellie Rose is moving on, and she will face Ayumi Otanashi at Death and Defiance. See, I almost said Shift again, damn it. Get my notes right, damn it. Ellie Rose, Ayumi Otanashi at Death and Defiance, not at Shift. That's a takedown show. This is a Wildcats show. Ellie Rose advanced. Congratulations. We'll be back, folks. We are back. This is DCA Wildcats. We already know one semifinal match for the Road to Glory tournament that will be taking place at Death and Defiance. It will be Ayumi Otanashi squaring off against Ellie Rose. That will be taking place at Death and Defiance, and that's going to be a hell of a match. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting set for a tag team match between two of the top teams in the Wildcats tag team division. In the top team right now in Paradigm, and the second top team, due to their win-loss record, in these two, Natalie Nice and Amaya. And I am checking my notes here and I'm checking my notes for one particular reason. I'll get to that in a moment. But these two teams right now both want to be in the title picture, even though one of them is currently in the title picture. They're the number one contenders for the tag team titles. And here they come. Paradigm. A mixed reaction for these two. And I think there's a mixed reaction because not because they don't like them. It's just that they like Natalie and Amaya more. So, you know, there's that. Now, this is going to be an interesting match because you got Paradigm on one hand, on one side, and you got Child's Play on the other. And the reason they call themselves Child's Play tonight is, you know, the bags back in the day with all the assorted candies and whatnot in it. Yeah, that's what these two, Natalie and Amaya, decided to call themselves this week because they still can't seem to come up with a tag team name yet. They've called themselves every name under the sun so far, and they have still yet to figure out a true tag team name. Oh, and Bailey with a right hand, and Amaya is not having any of it. And neither is Natalie. Natalie, I'm pretty sure, is very excited because she has been booked more in these last few months than she has in a long time on Wildcats, and that's exactly what she's wanted. As now, Amaya and Natalie going to work on the tag team contenders here. And if they win this match, you got to believe that Natalie and Amaya will be placed in line for the Wildcats tag team titles following Death and Defiance. Because you're going up against the number one team, the number one contenders, rather. And Amaya now, look at this. Running around, tiger feint kick around the ring post. That takes a lot of agility, to be certain. As now Amaya, big elbow drop, but it gets nothing but the mat. And then a slap by Bailey. Bailey and Lexi, they have not changed their attitude. They haven't changed who they are. The smug attitudes, what they were, what they've always been since they started here in DCA. The one thing though is Bailey and Lexi have not been tag team champions in a very, very long time. And they want to get back to that mountaintop. And they have been on a roll for the last few months to get to that point. And now at Death and Defiance, they have an opportunity to unseat Trixie and Betsy for the tag team titles. Can they, though? That's the big question. If they lose here tonight, they lose a ton of momentum. And Natalie and Amaya have all the tools to get that done. And now, here we go. The world's sweetest scoop slam. And Lexi ain't having any of that. Lexi, I don't think, likes sweets. I don't know. Does she like sweets? We'll leave that interpretation for later. Natalie. A snapmare. And a headbutt. And now Natalie, look at this. Doing squats now, trying to work off all that sugar she ate in the back earlier. And wrenching back on the legs. But Lexi coming back with a head scissors. And now, look at this. Reverse lifting DDT. Nicely done. Right hand sending Natalie into the corner. Lexi now. Suplex into the corner. And now Paradigm in firm control here. Just kicking at the fingertips of Natalie. And that's not going to help Natalie when she goes back to catering tonight. I'll tell you that. And now look at this. Oh, right on the lower back. Again, this is an important match for both of these teams because for Paradigm, they wanted an advantage going in to that match at Death and Defiance. For Amaya and Natalie, they want to prove that they deserve to be #1 contenders as well. And Natalie has no clue where she is right now. Or maybe I spoke too soon. There's a jawbreaker. Oh. Bailey sidestepped that. Natalie, Irish whip. And now look at this. Natalie with that unorthodox offense. But Bailey coming right back. 3 of the 4 women in this match have known each other for about a decade. Going back to Allure Wrestling. Or at least, yeah. Amaya hasn't. Bailey and Lexi certainly mainstays of that promotion. And of course, Natalie, the sister of the co-general manager of this brand and Naughty. So, a lot of history here. I don't know. Oh, and Bailey taking out Natalie on the apron. And an uppercut to Amaya, taking her out. And now Amaya is isolated in the corner, and this is not where she wants to be right now. And again, this double team. They did it to Natalie. Natalie did it to them, and now they're taking it back on Amaya here. But Amaya coming right back. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, we still have 2 Road to Glory tournament matches still to come tonight. Jamie Fury and Celeste Amira is coming up next. And then our main event, Veronica Domino and Trixie Decker one-on-one. So we got 2 big matches still coming up, folks. So I hope you stick around as we are getting closer and closer to Death and Defiance, which is coming up in a few days' time. As now Amaya once again with this combination. Now just dragging Lexi around. And now Irish whip into their corner. Takes the tag to Natalie. And now look at this double team work from these 2. Natalie's got Lexi, Northern Lights suplex, but doesn't go for a pinfall. And that might have been a mistake because now Lexi's back in control. Went for a boot, gets a kick to the face instead by Natalie. But Lexi right back in the driver's seat. Right back in the hunt, but no. Natalie sidestepped. Lexi gets a shot. Natalie gets a kick in. Forearm sending Lexi to the rope. Lexi fireman's carry counter. Like I said, these 2 women know each other so well. They may not have been in the ring as many times in the last few years, but that's not to say that these 2, or at least 3 of the 4 women in this match, don't know each other backwards and front. Backwards and forwards, I should say, when it comes to in-ring. As now Lexi sending Natalie off an Irish whip and a big spine buster. And Paradigm has effectively isolated Natalie from her corner. But now Natalie getting the control back in her favor. And sending Lexi into her own corner. And uh-oh. I think, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to see a New Dawn special. Even though I'm pretty sure Natalie has no idea what New Dawn is. She probably thinks it's another sort of sweet treat in the locker room that they're keeping from her, from catering. There's the Van Terminator. The Coast to Coast. The Sweet Delete, whatever you want to call it, whatever Natalie wants to call it this week. The cover. And this could be it. No, Lexi with a 2 count. What a match this has been, as we probably expected it to be. As now, look at this. Or a double arm drag. And now Amaya gets the tag. And in she comes, mushroom stomp. Went for a drop kick. Bailey swatted it and then kicks her leg out of her leg. And now, split leg by Bailey. And oh wait, she's going for another. She's going for another one. And now, right back to the arm. Bailey now, look at this. Arm wrench takeover. And now, drop the knee right on the arm. And Natalie's out on the outside, so she can't do anything. Oh! Hard into the turnbuckle goes Bailey, and now Amaya trying to take advantage, but Bailey caught the foot and slams her face first. And Bailey once again sending Amaya into the corner, but Amaya is fighting back here. Bailey fighting back now. Natalie back on the apron. Head scissors, and we will not acknowledge that. Or that. She is infuriating Paradigm right now, and Lexi is not having any of it. I do not think she appreciated it, but Amaya is coming back anyway. I think those moves gave her power. And these fans are enjoying it for some reason. Amaya now, no, Lexi. And now tag in to Natalie. Oh my God. I don't think she saw that boot coming, folks. Shot by Natalie and a big forearm, but Lexi's back up in another forearm. And Lexi's still up and another forearm. Natalie is on fire right now, folks. And Lexi is in trouble. Natalie, elbow right to the midsection. Uh-oh. Lexi drops Natalie head first. And I think Paradigm's done playing around now. They've got her. Set up. And drops her. It's over. And if they hit that at Death and Defiance, we got new tag team champions. But Natalie and Amaya gave the fight to Paradigm. I gotta tell you, I'd love to see these two teams battle out again. And who knows, if Paradigm end up winning at Death and Defiance, that match could be for the tag team titles. It's going to be very interesting to see what else happens. But these two teams brought it tonight. These two teams gave it everything they had, but at the end of the day, this is what did it. And if they hit this, like I said, if they hit this at Death and Defiance, we got new tag team champions. Amaya tried to get in, but couldn't. And Paradigm with a win heading in to their tag team title match at Death and Defiance.
I'm the definition of half man, half drugs, ass to clubs, bad boy, that's what's up. After bucks, crush crews after us. No games, we ain't laughing much. Nothing but big things. Check the hit list, how we twist shit. What changed with the name? We still here, you're rocking with the best. Don't worry if I write rhymes, I write checks. Who's the boss? Dudes is lost. Don't think cause I'm iced out, I'ma cool off. Who else but me? And if you don't feel me, that means you can't touch me. It's ugly, trust me. Get it right, dog, we ain't never left. We just move in silence and rep to the death. It's official, I survived what I've been through. Y'all got drama, the saga continues. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now, cause it's bad boy for life. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. We can't be stopped now, cause it's bad boy for life.
We're back, and it's time to continue our Road to Glory tournament quarterfinals in a match that a lot of people have been waiting for. And like I said before, it's your own fault if after this night you ask me again where this match is, because it's right here and it's right now. And here she comes. This is the match she wanted. She demanded competition. She demanded the best. She demanded that she fight the toughest women on this roster. And now she's got it. Jamie Fury, the mighty, a legend in this business, prominent mainstay of the XWA promotion. And she has been dominant since coming to DCA. But I'll tell you one thing right now. This is about as even of a matchup as you can get with the two women who are about to square up right now. Like I said, Jamie has wanted this for a while. She's wanted this match. She's wanted competition. She stared down Celeste Amira for weeks. And now, there's no more stare downs. There's no more mind games. There's no more waiting. It's happening right now. And one of these women will move on to Death and Defiance. And here comes a woman who, like I said earlier about Ellie, is 3 wins away from the Wildcats title shot. A woman who a lot of people might think is overdue to win the Wildcats title. Celeste Amira. One of the most dominant, one of the most powerful women in virtual wrestling. A woman who has rarely taken a loss in this company. I can probably count on less than one hand the amount of times that this woman has lost since 2018 when she made her debut. And Celeste now, after all this time, after originally being in the Wildcats title picture, feeling like she was being left out, took the Wildcats title, turned it into the Goddess title, made her own belt, lost it, has been fighting to get it back ever since. but realizes she could go for her belt. Win or lose, she knows she's winning a title opportunity if she gets past this match. But she wants to be Wildcats champion. That's what she came to DCA for. Hell, she made the Goddess title because she felt like she was being left out of the Wildcats title picture, like I said. The uncrowned Wildcats champion in her eyes back then. So this is going to be a very interesting match, and it's 15 minutes on the time for these two women to go and beat the crap out of each other. That's exactly what they're going to do. Let's not mince words, folks. Let's not beat around the bush. This isn't going to be a technical masterpiece. This isn't going to be some 5-star catch-as-catch-can classic. This ain't going to be some 8-star match of the year contender. This is going to be two women beating the hell out of each other, as you can see. Jamie Fury showing her power immediately. And I think Celeste is realizing exactly what she's getting in the ring with. Oh, she's went for Aphrodite's blessing already. And Jamie recognizing it. Celeste Amir has been in the ring with the best of the best, the toughest of the tough in this world, rather. I mean, she beat Pyra at Revelations and possibly ended her career. She ended Morgan Raincroft at one point. Beth Phoenix even fell to Celeste. She's beaten the very best of this that this BW has to offer. And yet even still, she's going for it again, and Jamie again telegraphed it. And Jamie just demanding Celeste to stand up, demanding her to fight. Oh, Jamie. I think Jamie is going to have the experience edge, clearly. And look, Jamie, look, she's acting like she hasn't even broken a sweat, and I'd probably agree with her, to be honest with you. And look, this Jamie wants Celeste. And Celeste running in. Oh! But Jamie, that was a bait and switch right there, folks. Jamie lured her in, and oh my goodness! Celeste has not been able to get out of the blocks in this match so far. Oh, man! And like I said, Jamie Fury clearly has the experience edge. She's been in this business a long time. Celeste has not been in the business that long. And oh no. Oh no, look at the power! Suplexing her to the floor from the apron. And that's why, I mean, Celeste and Jamie are probably equal in the strength department. But when it comes to Jamie Fury, and when it comes to both of these women, rather, oh my God. You gotta take advantage early, and Jamie did exactly that, and now she is in complete control. But Celeste finally starting to do something to come back here. Oh my God. Oh, look at this. Driving her to the ground again. Jamie Fury. It's a rarity to see Celeste being woman-handled and being dominated in the early going of a match, but that's exactly what's happening here. And again, a vertical suplex back inside the ring. But Celeste is back up on her feet. And maybe this is the momentum shift that she has needed for a good chunk of the last 4 minutes of this match. Uh-oh. Ducked it out of the way of that. Jamie, oh my goodness, hip toss. And Celeste, just like that, is right back in oh, never mind. Belly-to-belly suplex, didn't even leave her feet for it. But Jamie is right back up. And Celeste does not know what to make of it. Oh my goodness. I don't think Celeste expected this kind of, Jesus Christ. I don't think Celeste expected it to be so one-sided as it has been these last few minutes. I honestly can tell you that. I don't think she expected Jamie Fury to just come out of the blocks and blitz her like she has been. Oh, but here we go. Celeste. No! Jamie again! Every time, it seems like Celeste has some kind of advantage, has some kind of momentum. Jamie just shuts her down. Until then, flattens her. But Jamie, again, right back up. It's like Jamie just can absorb so much punishment. And this time it's Celeste who's right back up. And oh, here we go. Giving her a taste of her own medicine. But you see, that hurts Celeste a lot more than, oh my God. She's back up again. I honestly don't know what to tell you right now, folks. Jamie is absorbing everything Celeste has as if it's nothing. She took a suplex to the outside from a woman who's almost 7 feet tall, and she still just got right back to her feet. And finally, Celeste is, oh, never mind, Jamie again just getting right back to her feet. I don't know. Like I said, this woman, oh no. Oh no. Oh my goodness. That was a sit-out powerbomb for the ages. And Jamie is again in control. Oh, elbow by Fury. And a boot. And oh no. Oh no. Jamie now going for a Dr. Bomb. This is quite clearly Jamie's match right now. And Celeste, I don't even know if she knows exactly what to do right now. Lariat, ducked out of the way, boot, ducked out of the way. Jamie now clubbing shot to the back of the head, and now right to the face. And again, Jamie once again right back in control, but Celeste clubbing shot to the back. Lariat doesn't connect. Oh my God. Jamie almost took her head completely off of her shoulders with that lariat. And now a spear. That's gotta be it. No. That was the first pinfall of this match. And we're sick. We just passed the 7-minute mark, and there was a one pinfall, and Celeste was half a second away from losing. Jamie going for the boot. No. In the corner. Celeste now finally getting some kind of offense. There's a Samoan drop. And she has got to do something, and do something quickly, before she ends up losing this thing. But she's trying, I'll give her that. She's doing everything possible. But how much more can she take? How much more can she withstand? That's the question. Jamie, oh my God, another spear. That's the second one in this match. And if Jamie hits that jackhammer, it's all over with. It's done. She's going for it. She's going for the jackhammer. And she hits the jackhammer. But Jamie's not going for the cover. I think she knows it's going to take more than one jackhammer to put Celeste down. Oh, going for another one. No. Celeste now. Jamie's not an idiot. She's been in this business a long time. She knows it's going to take more than one. Oh, and see that? Now Celeste is hurting. Celeste now. Oh, went for the boot. Celeste spear! But Jamie's fingertips are underneath the bottom rope, and Celeste can't believe it. That might have been her best shot of winning this thing. She's won with that spear through all the tournament mostly. And Jamie got her fingers under the ropes. Aphrodite's blessing again countered by Jamie. And now this has got to be it. Here we go. No. Celeste pushing Jamie away again, going for it. And again, she just can't hit it. She just can't hit it, folks. Jamie Fury has had the Aphrodite's blessing scouted. Celeste hit the spear and that wasn't enough. I don't know what Celeste has to do to beat this woman. I don't even think Celeste can. Celeste may not even believe that she can anymore. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Look at the power of the mighty dropping Celeste. This is almost a reverse of what it was with Celeste and Morgan a few years back in their first ever match. Celeste was the one dominating. Morgan was the one on defense through the majority of the match. And now Celeste running off the ropes, but oh my God, one punch. And Jamie backs Celeste up, and now more right hands, sending the goddess down. And again, Celeste. This is an unfamiliar sight for most folks. Seeing Celeste on the defensive, fighting defensively in this match. Oh no. Oh my God. I don't know what to tell you right now, folks. I really don't know what to tell you. This is a match. This was, oh my God. And that might be the turning point, folks. That boot may have finally shifted things in Celeste's favor. Drop kick. Celeste off the ropes. And another drop kick. A woman of that height doing a drop kick is impressive as hell. Uh-oh. Jamie off the ropes. Jamie, no. Celeste sidesteps. Irish whip. Leapfrog. Duck down. Celeste. Big punch! And Celeste now could be closing in. Is she going to look for that spear one more time? No, she went for the boot instead. Shot to the face. Right. Another one. Another one. No. Jamie. Lariat. Boot. And Jamie's back up. Jamie is back up. Again, it's like nothing phases this woman. It's like nothing harms this woman. A minute and 12 seconds, a minute and 10 seconds now. And Jamie realizes that. Backing up. Spear, no! Celeste! Spear of her own! Can she put the finishing touches on it? Jamie's rocked, and Celeste knows it. Fireman's carry driver. And now Celeste. She's got to put Jamie away and put her away now. No, Jamie again. Lariat, no. Celeste, she's finally got her up. Aphrodite's blessing. 2. It's over. But Celeste knows she survived that match. She may not say it out loud. She may never admit it. But she survived tonight. Jamie Fury did something that very few, only Morgan Raycroft, to my knowledge, has been able to do to Celeste Amira in DCA. And that was overpower her. That is dominate her for a good chunk of this match. And if this right here did not, if that lariat hit, it would have been over. But Jamie got caught, and she was trying for Aphrodite's blessing through the entire match, and Jamie had it scouted through the entire match. But that last flurry from Celeste knocked the wind out of Jamie so much that she couldn't fight back out of it. And once she hit it, it was all over, and Celeste Amira moves on to the semifinals. And now we await her next opponent. Will it be Trixie Decker? Will it be Veronica Domino? We're going to find out in the main event coming up next. But what a fight. If these two collide again, I would be here for it. And you know damn well Celeste would be, because she knows she was in a war that she barely was able to get out of.
Cindy the Clown!
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a. We're gonna do it. Give us any chance, we'll take it. Miss any rule, we'll break it. We're as long as we got each other, we got the world spinning right in love. Standing tall on the wings of my dream. Right.
And a road that's hit brand new life around the bend. There were times I lost the our troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name.
Sunday, Monday, happy days. Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. Saturday, what a day. Grooving all week with you. These days are ours. Share them with me. These days are ours. Happy and free. These happy days are yours and mine. These happy days are yours and mine. Happy days.
Hello, friends! Did you miss me? I know you did. I'm sorry that I've been gone for so long, but people just can't seem to keep my name out of their mouths these days. Especially when they try to claim that they know who I am and what I stand for. Isn't it weird, friends? But you know, I do have to thank you. All of you. Because for months, I've heard about this sadistic, cold-hearted, stubborn woman named Jess. Oops. I mean, Devataki. And I just love how everyone is so quick to believe that she's the most ruthless woman on this roster. That's a very convincing argument when you want it to be. But she convinced me to come back and prove you all wrong. How? Well, all she had to do was tell me how we can dismember her limb by limb. Until there's nothing left but a bloody, lifeless corpse at our feet. And my shiny toy in my hands once again. And I was like a sadistically delightful piece of putty in her soft, psychotic hands. Isn't that great? I know, I need to relax. It's okay. I know this was your idea, but I'm talking to my friends right now. So do me a favor. Get back in your cage and shut up while I'm talking to them, or I'll strangle you again until your eyes pop out. Got it? Devataki, have you ever seen my happy place? Do you know what happens to people who step inside of my happy place? It's okay if you say no, because I'll make sure that I show you. Just know this, however, that when you enter my happy place, I don't intend on making you leave. At least, not in one piece. Because you have what belongs to me. And I will take my shiny toy back. Do you know why? It's because I'm a psycho angel. And now it's time for us to play. Play with us. Play with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have no regrets when I say that I feel sorry for the people, I should say. Let me make sure I get this right. I feel sorry for the people that have to call that match at Death and Defiance, because Aubrey Williams and Devataki are two women that don't know the meaning of the word pain. They don't know the meaning of the word quit. They don't know the meaning of the word surrender. And I guarantee you that we may end up seeing a death at this show. I just have a feeling. It's not going to be over until somebody just breaks the other's neck to keep them down for a 3 count. And I'm shocked that there are rules attached to this match. I really am shocked. Good luck to the commentators, good luck to the official, good luck to the fans, because it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a war for the Wildcats title. And Devataki, a lot of people say that she doesn't do well with people with baggage. That might be true. But I'll guarantee you one thing. Aubrey Williams doesn't give a damn about baggage. She doesn't give a damn about anything. We don't know where her mind is most of the time. And Devataki might have a hard time with this woman doesn't have baggage. She's just as sadistic as Devataki. And that might give her the biggest trouble. But we've seen what she's done to people who's had as much sadistic nature as she has, and that was Revy, and she destroyed her. So we don't know. This will go either way. But speaking of going either way, this is going to be a very intriguing match right here. Trixie Decker, one half of the Wildcats Tag Team Champions, in this final quarterfinal match in the Road to Glory tournament, taking on this woman, Veronica Domino, one of the toughest women on the Wildcats roster, a woman who has been so close to championship gold in the past, a woman who has made history on this roster. A few years ago at Revelations 4, she made history. And that's why I said earlier tonight that this is a very interesting matchup. Because Veronica Domino, because these two women have a distinction between them. And I will get to that in a moment as we are now underway with our main event of Wildcats 189. It is Trixie Decker, the Bloody Queen, taking on Veronica Domino. And like I said before, these two women have a distinction between each other. These two women are probably the only two women on the face of the planet who can say that they've ended something that belongs to Amber Stevens. For Veronica Domino, back at Revelations 4, Amber Stevens was on a 2-year winning streak. She was beating everyone left and right until she ran up against Veronica Domino at Revelations. And she was beaten. It wasn't Revelations 4. I believe it was Revelations 5. Oh! Because at Revelations 4, Amber beat Akira Yukimura. And then Revelations 5 hit. And she faced Veronica Domino, and she got beat by Veronica Domino. Her winning streak came to an end. As for Trixie, we all know the sordid history between Trixie Decker and Amber Stevens. We know how brutal, we know how violent, we know how abusive, not from Trixie's side, that became. So much so to the point that Amber, when she returned at Revelations after being put on the shelf, had stem cell therapy done on her. Trixie was not aware of this fact and felt like Amber had tricked her. And because of that, after Amber had retained the Wildcats title, Trixie and Amber had one last match earlier this year. And Trixie destroyed and, for all intents and purposes, ended Amber Stevens' career. We have not seen or heard from Amber since. Now, according to what I've been told, Trixie's seen Amber once since then. And nothing has come of it. Nothing's come of it. Cover. One. Only a one count. And Trixie's under the firm belief that Amber will be back. But a lot of people are under the belief that Trixie has ended another woman's career. And Trixie has been putting a lot of people in the hospital since then. She put Carmen on the shelf. She put the Privileged Generation twice on the shelf, and we haven't seen them since Redemption, when Trixie destroyed Michelle Rockford. And you know how much of a loudmouth and an attention seeker that Michelle Rockford is. The fact that she has not said anything, she's not appeared, she hasn't been seen, she hasn't been heard from since Trixie did that to her, says a lot about the damage that Trixie has been doing. Cover. Again by Veronica, only a 2 count. She put Mother Devil out. She knocked out and put Psylocke in the hospital on SRW. She has been doing everything that she said she was going to do, everything that she has promised everyone. Blood Trail, Succubus Club, whatever you want to say, she's the Bloody Queen, and she's been on an absolute tear. Cover. 2 count. And a lot of people are questioning why she is how she is. And in her words, It's simply for one reason, because she's been done wrong and people won't admit it. People won't admit that they are the reasons for their issues, that they are the cause of their problems. Trixie believes firmly in her soul that if people didn't treat her the way that they treated her, and all they had to do was ask how she was doing, ask how she was, ask why she's doing what she's doing, and not assume things about her, not call her a monster right away, not calling her this and that right away, and just be there for her. And now she's done being there for people that won't be there for her. She's done playing nice. She's done being the Little Miss Nice Girl with all the jokes and happy and all that. She's done with that, and she's made that perfectly clear. These aren't my words; these are her words. Veronica, on the other hand, just wants to advance in this tournament, and it's going to be very interesting to see what happens in this matchup as it progresses. And you gotta wonder what Veronica thinks about all this. I'm pretty sure she's just keeping to herself, because she has not been advanced. She has not had any contact with Amber in years. She hasn't spoken about Amber in years. She's just done her own thing. She's been her own woman. So I doubt that Trixie has any kind of ill will toward Veronica in any way, shape, or form, only because of that fact. Trixie just wants to win at the end of the day. That's all there is to it. She made it perfectly clear. If people have a belt in VW, she wants it. And she doesn't care if your friend, lover, foe, whatever. It doesn't matter. You have a title, you're in her crosshairs. She's already the Gift of DeBella champion in UWL. She's going after the ZPW title, and when that promotion kicks off, she's one half of the tag team champions here in DCA. She's got a number of other championships and other promotions. She has a hospital list a mile long that she's put people on. Trixie is a dangerous woman, and Veronica, I'm sure, knows that, and that's why she's been on the offensive for the majority here. She cannot afford to take Trixie lightly. There's a exploder suplex by Trixie, 2 count. Trixie has to understand, or at least, Veronica has to understand exactly who she's in the ring with right now. She's in the ring with a very dangerous woman who will not hesitate to end her at a moment's notice if she so chooses to. Uh-oh, look at this. Look at this prawn hold bridge. Not quite a prawn hold, but a bridge nonetheless. Only gets a 2 count, though. Again, this is for the final spot in the semifinals of the Road to Glory tournament. The winner of this match will face the winner of earlier tonight's match, Celeste and Mira, at Death and Defiance. Also at Death and Defiance in the Road to Glory tournament match, there's an uppercut by Trixie. It's going to be Ayumi Otanashi and Ellie Rose. Paradigm versus Trixie and Betsy for the tag title. So Trixie could realistically wrestle 3 times in one night at Death and Defiance if she wins this match, which I'm sure she has no problem doing. Double foot stomp. And Veronica gets out of the way. Veronica now has got her fireman's carry into a Death Valley driver. Quickly going in for the cover as we are 6.5 minutes into this match. 6.5 minutes away from the match being over, I should say. Paradigm and Succubus Club for the tag titles. Ayumi and Ellie in a tournament match. Celeste and the winner of this match in a tournament match. Sin and Abby Thorne for the Fever Championship. Tornado DDT by Trixie. Nicole Natasha and Sakura Hagiwara versus Ovana and Amy Lynn at Death and Defiance. Oh, and a knee lift. And then, of course, the main event. Devataki, Aubrey Williams for the Wildcats title. That is all happening at Death and Defiance. And then next episode, folks, don't forget about this. This is going to be a big episode as well on the next Wildcats, episode 190. The Bombshell Club and the Black Plague Society will finally square off in tag team action. I don't know if that's going to be a 6-woman tag or a tag team standard match yet. We have not yet confirmed that, though Mercedes wants it to be a 6-woman tag with Devataki, Alika, and Delia versus herself, Laura, and Brittany. The new scene, Cara Danvers and Dakota Milton will take on the unlikely duo of Morgan Raincroft and Barbie J. Tucker. That's happening on the next episode as Trixie with the most overused death spot, virtual wrestling the superplex to the floor. The Rising Star title is on the line as Jane Austen will face Strawberry Sookie. And more matches will be announced in the coming days for that big show. As now Trixie coming back here with 4.5 minutes to go. Who was going to advance in this tournament? Trixie has got Veronica in the corner and a double knees. Hits double knees rather, right to the midsection. And again, this time getting the full impact of it. But can Trixie capitalize? That's the question. Moonsault. Got all of it. Leg is hooked. And only a 2 count. That went for the kick. Trixie got caught and slammed to the mat. Both of these women have to realize they don't have that much time to go before this matchup ends. And if they don't get that, then Celeste will automatically go to the finals. And it looks like Veronica's going to give Trixie a taste of her own medicine here. These fans are on their feet, and rightfully so, for this contest here, folks. As now, no, Trixie able to counter. Big drop kick. No, but a jawbreaker by Veronica, and Veronica has Trixie backed up into the corner. As now just sends her out to the floor. What a brutal shove off the top rope, but Trixie has been in those situations more times than you can count. She's been in every kind of match imaginable, even the ones that we can't air here on YouTube for very obvious reasons. As Trixie has got Veronica in a bad situation, but again, Veronica just shoving her away. Elbow doesn't connect. Trixie now, code breaker out of nowhere. I don't think Veronica saw that coming rather, but again, Veronica kicks out. And Trixie going to Brett's rope, that which is most dangerous. And it looks like she's looking to end it. No, another uppercut, but Veronica sidestepping, and now these repeated German suplexes. 3 in a row, yes. But can she close the deal? She's got a minute and a half to do so. Veronica now, Irish whip. Here we go. Signature Veronica Domino here. Knee right to the midsection of Trixie. And now can she put it away? Trixie slowly getting to her feet. No. Trixie, sidestep. Dragon's Wrath does not connect. And now she's got her up. Trixie didn't see it coming. Go to sleep. The leg is hooked, and Veronica Domino is going to the semifinals. What a match! Trixie and Veronica gave it everything they had in this matchup. And Trixie had the match at several points, but it was one sidestep from Veronica. She was able to take advantage and put Trixie to sleep. And now we know our two semifinal matches for the Road to Glory tournament. It will be Ayumi Otanashi one-on-one with Ellie Rose, and it's going to be Celeste Mira one-on-one with Veronica Domino. Watch this. Trixie, look at this. That one sidestep was all she needed. Hit the go to sleep. And Veronica Domino in a very hard-fought win over Trixie Decker. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have for this episode of Wildcats. We will see you at Shift. We will see you at Death and Defiance. The road to Gateway to Heaven continues.
Crib the spot to pay, but my house is your house if you're throwing it back. Excuse me if my home's draining the side. Soon as these happy faces, then you can run with the cash. Home run, slam dunk, touchdown pass. Mi casa is tu casa, so it ain't no holding back. Another shot of vodka, you know what's in my glass. It's my house, just relax. Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go well. Welcome to my